journalism. Journalism that send people in order to collect a little bit of information, and on the screen they appear great analysts who are describing, long-term dynamics in societies and conflicts in various nations. In Al Jazeera, we decided that on a daily basis we are going to have an editorial meeting that brings together heads of editorial departments from all channels. And I used to describe that meeting at 1:00 p.m. as the maybe most important think tank that takes place in the region. Why a think tank? I used to tell the guys, I don't want anyone to speak about technicalities. No one should tell me about problems facing him collecting news or delivering news, or telling me any story regarding administration or financial issues. We are here to understand deeply what is happening today, to understand what is behind the surface, what exactly the story that we have reported means, to put it in context, to understand the history of it, to connect it to wider strategy of thinking, to put it in a framework rather than in a puzzle that confuses the mind, not to bombard the public of information and data that we even, journalists, do not understand what does it mean. We should first understand what does it mean in order to tell the public what does exactly this information or this incident or event means. So to convert our newsrooms into think tanks is very necessary. And journalists should really start thinking beyond the news or events or data in order to understand, to comprehend, to think. And number two, you should be aware that all centers of power, I don't here mean governments only, because governments, elected or not elected, they have the same tendency of trying to, give you, trying to use you in order to propagate the message. In my opinion, all centers of power, including commercial, political, and sometimes even partisan, are very dangerous when it comes to your association with them. You need to guard the independence of the organization and guard the independence of the content. And I mean that. I mean it seriously. When I was reporting from Iraq and from Afghanistan, 90% of the information gathered by journalists used to come from spokespeople of the American Army and the British Army in Iraq and in Afghanistan. Why? Because journalists are scared to go out to see the Afghans or to see the Iraqis and talk to them. And it's much more convenient to stay in a hotel and to go down to the press conference and to listen to the people and copy the data and send it everywhere. Some people might challenge the spokespeople. That's correct. Some people might give doubt to what this information